Hello, Avid coordinators. I hope this video finds each of you doing well. What I'm going to do with this video series today is I want to break it into smaller pieces instead of doing one long video with way too much information. So for this particular video, my main focus is helping you understand what Summer Institute is, letting you know what the schedule will look like while we're in San Antonio, and then discuss with you communities of practice. That's going to be one of the more important pieces because that's what you're going to need to know about in order to register some of your staff members and teachers for Summer Institute. So let's go ahead and start. When we log into my Avid, you're going to go ahead and scroll down. I like to go here to the professional learning and go ahead and click Summer Institute. Now remember, in the past we have gone to Digital XP. Make sure you do not click on that because that will take you to a different summer training. We are going in person, so you click on Summer Institute. I like to click next on this button, Avid Summer Institute dates. Yes, there's a lot of great dates to go on and about. They used to have Hawaii, but of course, no Hawaii for us. And here, when we get to San Antonio date, you're going to click on Learn More. Learn More. So this is going to help give you some information about just Summer Institute as a whole. So first, it does tell you registration is now open. It's going to talk to you a little bit about laptop requirements. As you know, with the pandemic and just changes in technology, there's been a lot more e-learning and digital curriculums coming about. So Avid is also moving forward that. A lot of your curriculum and training materials are going to be in your Avid e-learning account. I will remind you how to get there so then you can find it. They are asking you to bring your laptop to your community of practice each day for that reason. That's something really important you want to share with your staff. You will have face-to-face instruction, but just the material that they will be using, even note-taking structures, they will have all online because they also want to give us ways to practice doing things that we can teach our students how to do. Now, something they're doing different is there's a pre-session. So although the actual training starts on Wednesday, the 6th, we always travel on the day before. So this will be July the 5th, and they're going to offer a pre-session from 2 to 5 o'clock. You can find out what the pre-sessions are by clicking this button, and then you don't have to do anything extra. You don't have to register, but you just need to determine what time you need to leave the Alvin, Houston area in order to get there so you can check into your hotel and then get to the pre-session, okay? Now, accommodations, which are hotels, I'm actually going to cover that in another video, so I will come back to that. Community of practice and site team locations. I do want to go through the community of practice with you. You will notice where your training class is will either be in the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center or the Grand Hyatt San Antonio. These are both connected to each other. That is why when we're registering, which I'll talk about, we want to really try to focus on getting to the Grand Hyatt. But you will get a badge, which it does tell you down here that we will be printing at home. In the past, they would print them for us at the location, and it will tell you your community of practice is meeting at this location, and on the same badge, your site team is meeting in this location. If you remember, your community of practice is going to be the content that you need to learn to help you as an effective teacher. The site team is where we as a whole district will meet together, but you'll be sitting specifically with your site team from Manville High School, from Rodeo Palms, from Fairview Junior High, whoever may be there, okay? Now, you can check in as early as 1 o'clock, and that will be on the 5th, and we will be checking out on the last day, which is that Friday. So I do want to go ahead and look with you now, event schedule. So this is a daily schedule at a glance. One or two things might change depending on what happens between now and July, but you'll notice this is color-coded: general session, Community of practice. So again, remember with community of practice, we may not all be in the same rooms together because you may be sending an ELAR teacher. So their community practice might be writing or reading. And then of course, if you're an AVID teacher, your community of practice might be about the AVID elective class. If you're sending a social studies teacher, their community of practice is going to be AVID strategies in the social studies classrooms. Site teams is when we meet together, and then the pre-conference. So day 0, checking in, and then the optional pre-sessions. Day 1, you can check in that morning. I strongly encourage you to get there with enough time to do this, guys. There will be a lot of people that are more local to San Antonio checking in early. There's a grab and go breakfast that will have multiple locations. So if you head towards your first location, which is going to be 8 o'clock, community of practice, they will have breakfast near your room. May not be in front of your room, but it'll be near your room. You'll get a break. No, guys, this break is not 30 minutes. Just so you know, that's a 30-minute block that the different rooms will stagger. So then that location or that wing, not everybody is on break at the same time. You will have an hour and a half for lunch on your own. The convention center will have some of the little kiosks that might have sandwiches or chips. I know some people have brought food from home, tuna packets, things like that they can keep in their room. Or then, yes, we'll be right there near the Riverwalk. And then in the afternoon, we will finish up with our site team. Then the day repeats on day 2. There's going to be morning coffee, help desk. There is merchandise you can buy. You will start with community of practice. Please note there is no grab and go breakfast. They will have breakfast for sale, lunch on your own, site team, and then the general session. This is where we're invited as the entire Summer Institute to listen to AVID speakers and to listen to AVID teachers discuss how AVID has impacted them. And then you will notice here on the last day, you will start in your community of practice, and then we will end at 12. Once you've done everything you need to do, then you are welcome, you and your group, to get on the road. Now, let's go ahead and take a look real quick back at the communities of practice. Communities of practice. All right, so if you scroll back to the top, you'll see communities of practice here. So I'm going to click on that, guys, and then it's going to say explore communities of practice. Now, over here, it's going to show you all of the professional learning that they're going to provide in San Antonio. You can reset the filters at any time. This is all roles. Now, that means it's going to open every single session. Notice there's 77 sessions. I wouldn't take the time to go through all of that. If you are sending your campus counselor, then have them look on counselor. And then those that match with the school counselor, so notice school counselor for elementary and secondary counselors, early college, career technology, and post-secondary, Excel elective, which we don't have Excel in our district. So those would be some things I would stay away from if it says AVID Excel. You reset the filters, and so you guys would be site coordinators. So you could click on this, and then you'll notice there's 44. Oh my gosh, that's a whole lot. You may also remember that AVID is in the elementary, so we want to get rid of some of those. So I'm going to click secondary, and then notice now I've jumped down. And then I might say, well, no, I want to focus because I am the AVID elective teacher. So notice that has gone down to 26. If you are brand new to teaching AVID, you are required to take the AVID elective implementing and foundations. If you are the type of teacher that needs that, I will make sure to let you know. From there, you'll notice level 2 is tutorials and refining, implementing AVID at your campus. Then you have level 3, advancing agency for teachers and students. If you're an AVID elective teacher, you must follow that order. Now, if you are an experienced AVID elective teacher, you have taken all of those, then yes, you can start looking beyond those like academic language and literacy, cultivating writing school-wide, creating engaging and rigorous classrooms. Make sure you do read the descriptions because it will give you a little bit more detail. Again, you can come back, you can reset the filters. Oh, I did. Make sure you click in person. That will probably help a little bit too, because it will take out some of the digital XP ones as well. If at any time you are not certain what community of practice you or someone on your campus should take, please feel free to reach out to me. I will help you in whichever form or fashion I can. All right, so that's the end for this first video, guys. I'll be sending another video in a moment. Thank you.